Good morning. It's Tuesday. Yeah, 21st of October. I didn't check the calendar, but I think I remember what yesterday's date was. Yesterday was Monday. Monday's over. Just talking nonsense. My name's Tristan. This is my channel, Midnight Fish. I'm doing an artist read today, artist spread. It's for anyone that's arty, if you're creative, working on a project or something. Loads of different mediums out there, whatever you choose, how you express yourself. Yeah, see what comes up today. It's a card from my mum's deck. 24. Nice. It's the heart with all the roses around it. The heart is a symbol of bonheur and joy. Romance blooms in full for you to enjoy. Serenity rests down deep in thy heart, granting requests till death do thee part. Very cool. I always love getting that card. It's like love, romance, friendships, some sort of love theme. Are you writing about love? I always say writing because I like writing, but it could be a painting, or maybe you're just putting a lot of love into whatever it is you're making or whatever project you're working on. Maybe it deals with romance and love and human connections. Or you just love what you're doing right now. I'm getting that vibe too. Really enjoying whatever it is you're doing. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. Grab a couple from the Bloodlands Oracle. Let's see. Power and might. Be free from judgment. That's the lady with the thistles. Pumpkin. I don't know what those flowers are. Looks like a fern. Basket of apples and a goat. Power and might. She's powerful, quietly powerful. Yeah. And papillon. Your courage will be rewarded. It's the butterfly coming out of it. Is it a chrysalis? Yeah. Poppies in a jar. You've got to be brave about something and not be afraid of being judged. Stand in your power. Get your magic goat out. I don't know. Be free from judgment. Set yourself free. I mean, people are going to judge you anyway. The only way it can imprison you is if you think about it too much. Yeah. People are going to judge you either way. It's foolish to try and live your life doing things just so that everyone judges you favorably. You know, be brave, be free. And that courage, it says it will be rewarded. So maybe you're sticking out and doing something that most people don't do. Let's see. Right, I'm doing the reading with the John Power deck. I'm kind of getting used to it. I do like the pictures. I didn't look at the bottom card. Oh well. Let's see where we end up. It's just 5 cards this reading. Message from the Muse. Number 5. I'm going backwards today. I think today is a backwards day. I've been faffing all morning. So yeah, so what you put into your art, what your art says about how you see the world, what inspires your best work, what your art inspires in others, and the last one's a message from the Muse. So, at the bottom we've got the devil. The devil in love. Is this like some sort of twisted romance? The deepest obsessions? Oh. Who's that? Number 2. It's the High Priestess, isn't it? She's yeah. Self-reflection here as well. In touch with the divine source. This is about your connection to the divine, perhaps. And this is about teaching. The King of Pentacles. All right. Let's start the reading. Seven of Wands at the bottom. And then the 6 of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, whatever it is, you've been working very hard on it. You're trying to be, like, win something. Maybe you've entered a competition. Or did you win? You come up against a lot of competition. You had to stand your ground. This big ogre. It's final boss type feeling. Last level. Oh, I love this card. Eight of Wands. It's clouds, and then there's like a massive body coming out the... Two people riding his back, and the little man there. Fast movement. Creative. This is about being in touch with the divine and creative. All right, anyway, so let's carry on. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands. The Magician. Ace of Swords. And then the Ten of Swords. There's a rainbow in this card. It's quite pretty. Wow. Okay. Oh, heavy energies. Let's see. What you put into your art? 8 Wands. Like your direct creative flow from the divine, it seems. It's like your otherworldliness. So much happening in this picture. Massive storm. Yeah. It's like you're direct tapping into your inner source of creativity. Very raw. Maybe this is the beginning stages of a project where you're just jotting down many ideas for whatever it is you're trying to create. Like a communication between yourself and the divine, where your creativity flows from. Whatever that source is to you, you might see it differently. You might not call it divine. That's just what the kids say on the internet, isn't it? That other world where creativity comes from, which can often be quite stormy. All right, and then what your art says about how you see the world is 3 Wands. It's a place where you can meet interesting people, broaden your horizons, take the lead from those who know. Yeah, it's a place for exploring. Yeah, maybe you show that in your art somehow. People taking new chances. Beginning of things. I'll go deeper in a bit. What inspires your best work is the Magician. Magic. When you see magic. Holding on to the his handle of his knife. 3 birds, the wisdom. So maybe when you see magic in the world, like real magic, magical things happening, like, yeah, I'm just getting magic. Yeah. What your art inspires in others. This first Ace of Swords card. It's this giant bird. I think it's a hawk or something. It looks like an eagle, perhaps. Dark. And there's a child coming out of the forest here offering a t-shirt. It's like an offering, but it takes bravery to stand like that, stripped bare. Maybe your art inspires people to strip themselves bare, almost, and find the truth about themselves and face the world and make a small offering. I don't know, like to start something themselves, or maybe try to go out more into the world and explore it more. Maybe your art makes people want to see more of the world. And then the message from the Muse is 10 Swords. It's telling you something needs to end, or whatever has ended, to not despair. There's this really bright rainbow to look from this very high perspective. He's level with the birds here, and he's looking down on the rainbow. He must be really high up somewhere. So even though it's grey skies, there's something else coming on the horizon, something better. Yeah. Lots of adversity. 7 wands. You come up against a very big challenge. You're having to fight, it seems. So let's go back to the first one. What do you put into your art? This moving across the landscape. It's very primal. Something very primal you're putting into your work at the moment. Very quick. Very charged energetically. I don't know how to explain that better. 3 of Vessels, joy. So 3. You may be collaborating, or I don't get the sense. I mean, there are 3 people on the back. Are there 3 people relying on you? What? There's 3 people. It's a crazy little picture. All right, let's see what it's about. The Guardian. The Devil. The Devil. Completion. 10 of Wands. 8 of Vessels. Rebirth. God, this is a very confusing read today. The Devil. Primal. Stormy clouds, very dark places. Maybe you're approaching a subject matter that's very sticky. Some sort of completion though, after lots of struggle in a relationship perhaps. Okay, maybe there was some fighting. Maybe you had a art partner or someone close to you, like family or a husband-wife type thing. Some sort of struggle, but that's ended. But 5 of Wands, empowerment. King of Pentacles, a wolf. Primal. Howling at the moon. There's primal figure here as well. You're empowering yourself through this project. You're putting some sort of your own self-empowerment into it. Maybe you're looking at something that is hard to look at. I don't know. But you're going at it alone at the moment. Is that how you do all your projects? Quite solitary. Yeah, it's like when you dip into your art, you're surfing this wave in these clouds, looking for these things that inspire you. But you're always conscious of these 3 people that are surfing through it with you. Maybe you've realized that they're always with you. I don't know who these 3 people are. It could be friends, family, part of the art project. I don't know. But that you have to be careful, maybe. The Devil's there, so you need to be aware that, you know, I always think about journalists like going to war zones, or, you know, that when your art deals with very heavy subjects, it can affect others around you if you're getting too much into something, I suppose. I don't know. Empowerment. You need to empower yourself. That's what you put into your art. Maybe you realize you're putting too much of yourself into it, that you're not a lone wolf, that you actually do have finding a way to do this with both. I don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm confused today. This is very difficult. Who are you? Like, why are you on my table? Everyone's welcome. So I like this, what your art says about how you see the world, and that's like it's a place where you can just go out and look for new things. Really tune into your landscape and your environment. Take the lead from people who seem to know where they're going. Take a moment to stop and really appreciate this journey you're on, I guess. So art makes people appreciate what they've got, but also what could be, almost. And that's how you see the world, that you should see it that way. So you must portray that somehow. Yeah. The High Priestess. Which came up at the beginning. Just looking into the pool. Balance. Temperance. So the angels come out. It kind of defeats the devil, doesn't it? Stack's all mixed up. I need to sort out. Eight of Arrows. The world's this place where you see like just so many. There's hidden things. There's struggle. There's parties. There's celebration. You just have to go out and be an angel. Have this balance between your light and dark. Use your intuition. Yeah, maybe you portray that somewhere. Let's see. Knight of Arrows, Hawk, and the Forest Lovers. Okay, here's the love theme. Do you write stories about people who are looking for love? Maybe like something romantic. Romance just did come up. Looks like an adventure that leads to finding your true love. Yeah. Knight of Swords, a hawk, is taking that action. Maybe it's not even love, it's just contracts. Like it could be friendships and family and business. It's about finding your tribe. Maybe your art shows the world as the place that you can go out and find your tribe. Maybe you show people starting out solitary and finding found family kind of thing. Found family? Yeah. Golly. Yeah. Okay. Knight of Swords are very practical, and logical, honourable. And then obviously you had the High Priestess. So it's like using logic, but also you're relying on your gut instincts as well. Very clever. Right, so what inspires your best work is just magic. Like, that's all I'm getting is that word, magic. Magic in everyday things, perhaps. Seeing magic in people. Three birds there. Quite a few birds in these decks. Let's see. What kind of magic then? Is it what you see in other people? Okay. Yes, the High Priestess, she stayed. It's this intuition. Something about your connection to source, like to whatever you call God or what you think is the energy of the universe, or whatever it is. Everyone's got their own beliefs. But you tap into that for your art. Bit of a lone wolf, it says. But magic really impresses you. Intuition. You got 7 of Wands here. Which is 7 of Bows here. Clearance. So the obstacle and then clearing that obstacle. So you're inspired by people or situations where you can see magic is used to clear an obstacle. Where you rely on your intuition. I really want to clarify the 7 of Wands now. I wonder what your obstacle is. King of Cups. Emotional maturity. Yeah. And then 5 of Swords. Frustration. So showing that emotional maturity through these tough situations as well. That's the basis of the magic. That's part of the magic. You can't just have intuition. You need to wield it well with emotional maturity. Yes. because the world is frustrating and sometimes you're blinded and can't make the right decisions. You just want to be an all stoat and yeah. All right, so what's this magic? Wow, the Wheel of Fortune, luck. You are inspired by luck when you see it. And the World Tree, the connection to the divine. The branches reach the firmament above, and then the roots down into wherever they go into. I don't know. I've never climbed this tree. But it's the world. Wow. Yeah, so this inspires your best work. So you must be seeing it in people, or seeing it happen in your own life, or watching it happen in other people's lives. It's just magic. It's luck. It's the spinning wheel of fortune. The world is a crazy, unknowable place. That's how you see it. And that really lights your fire for whatever projects you're working on. This connection to the divine here. It's your own self-empowerment. 5 wands, which is like competition. But here it's empowerment. These 4 bows lying on the grass, and then the chalk figure man with the massive dong. He's holding a bow. It's like when you're connected enough, your one bow in the spiritual realm and your artistic realm is worth more than 4 in the 3D. So it doesn't matter what people throw at you. You always know about your connection to the divine. I wonder what this block is then, the 7 of Wands. Because you either use magic to get through blocks, or it inspires you. But I'm assuming it's because you know how to do it yourself. There's been a lot about your own connection here. So that's what inspires you. So what your art inspires in others is this Ace of Swords, this like small offering, wanting to reveal. Just like, I mean, that bird looks so ominous. Maybe you inspire people to try and make connections with their own, yeah, this card is split, their own side of their own like connection to whatever they, you know, whether it's religion or a belief system or just thoughts, to think of that otherworldly place. The wanderer, to go take a trip over the rainbow. Over the rainbow here. Wow, look at that imagery. And this is funny because the muse is telling you to do what your art inspires in others. Something has ended that you didn't want it to end. Something hasn't gone well. There's no stabbing in the back in this card. It just looks like somebody staring out at the bird in the rainbow. Something is behind him. Something's ended. It's definitely ended. And perhaps he'd been looking at that grey sky for a long time, thinking nothing good's coming, but then suddenly a rainbow pops out. But you have to walk across this rainbow bridge. He's waiting. She's taking that first step. Knight of Swords, this truth, yeah. What your art inspires in others. Getting in touch with their own divine. Okay. 8 of Cups, rebirth. Yes. King of Wands. King of Bows. Adder. Yes, it's a dangerous path to walk, is it not? It takes a lot of, you know, King of Wands, I always think Knights of Wands, Page of Wands and stuff. The wand energy is like, you're either very brave or stupid, isn't it? That moment in a film where somebody does something and they're like, you're either brave or stupid. You have to be quite brave or stupid to walk down a path filled with snakes. It's not a dangerous path, but it's difficult, isn't it? It's trying to get in touch with spiritual things and find out who you are inside when it comes to spiritual matters. You might find out things, might make people jealous of your happiness. Yeah. Rebirth. So your art inspires people to have some sort of rebirth in themselves spiritually. Three of Wands, to reach fulfillment. Yeah, it's the two snakes going around. That was in the tree. And Two of Stones, challenge. So yeah, this theme of, it's all fun and games to talk about it, but it's quite a difficult path to walk, isn't it? To trust your own spiritual beliefs. Yeah? To give complete faith over to something. It's very difficult. It's very, because it, you know, how do you know it's God talking to you, not the voices in your head kind of thing? It's a tricky path. There's challenges. Two of Pentacles. You've got to juggle things between. But you seem to inspire people to take those steps towards it, to make that first offering within themselves. Because they know it'll lead to fulfillment, but you've warned them that it's quite challenging, I think. Yeah, but it can lead to rebirth within themselves. Alright, so what is this Ten of Swords? What ended? What the Muse is telling you something's ended. You need to walk this rainbow bridge. Some sort of rainbow bridge. I wonder what it is. All kinds of things can fall through. We can get rejected for all sorts of stuff. Maybe you didn't win something, or your courage will be rewarded. I get the sense that you see this rainbow, but you don't believe it's real. Yeah. Page of Cups. It's a small, immature type of energy. And maybe you're not used to that. It's saying to trust that you can walk this bridge, this rainbow bridge. The Muse is saying you should. The Sun of Life. Burning out his chest. There's the horse, the man's horse. Yeah, once you get over the other side, it's going to be so much brighter than you thought. It might take a bit of dedication. You really have to believe this bridge will help you. Yeah. So, what is this bridge then? Tell us. Rainbow Bridge. Okay. Death and the Magician. It's your own magic. This bridge that you see, that you don't believe is going to lead anywhere, that you think is either fake, or the minute you step on it, it's going to crumble because it's young and immature, or it's a small offer, or whatever it is, whatever your problem is with this rainbow bridge. It's actually your own magic. You've conjured this up for yourself, or the people who watch you around you have done it. You know, if you believe in spirit guides and the ghosts of our ancestors and all that kind of stuff. I'm assuming if you're watching tarot cards, you would be open to the possibility of spirits. Otherwise, where do you think these messages are coming from? All right, jeez. Three of Cups, joy. Ace of Pentacles, the foundation of life, and the King of Cups, and the Eight of Stones, and the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, there's like beautiful, and there's the Rainbow Bridge. It didn't stray very far. 7 cards in, I think. 6, yeah, and 7. 7. This is, you've made this bridge, and it's magic you've used through your own joy with other people. And it's actually going to whatever it is, it could create some sort of foundation. And if you approach it with like 8 of stones, which is skill, which you have, and your own emotional intelligence, which you already have, the Knight of Cups. There was a Page of Cups, now it's a Knight of Cups. You can work it into a Knight of Cups project. It can go find that sword that's hidden in the landscape. There's a magic sword here. Not everything is as it seems. This is telling you not everything is as it seems. There's a lesson here about your perceptions of something the first time you see it. Yeah, look for the hidden. It will lead to abundance. Yeah. 6 of Wands, which is victory as well. Maybe not so much a victory, but there will be enough here to sustain you in whatever this is. Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands. Wow, spark of life. Who's the Queen of Swords? Who are you? Who's this swan? I'm stumped. It's like communication. Whoever's giving you this offer, it might seem small, but if you start communicating, Queen of Swans can just be very to the point, I suppose. Maybe you'll spark something with whoever it is, or whatever this offer is. There's some sort of spark there that you're not seeing. It's behind you almost. But you're not going to see any of this if you don't walk across the magical rainbow bridge. You have to jump in. Yeah. Be free from judgment. Your courage will be rewarded. There's something here in whatever this is. Whatever silver lining. Look for it. Always consider the mood you're in when you get offered things. You know, if you're feeling like the world's pissing you off and everything's fucking irritating and, you know, whatever, people get into mood, then whatever comes to you, even if you've actually conjured it up yourself as a way of making up for whatever ended or as a way out through struggle, which is what you put into your art and show how you show how you do it. It's like you've forgotten your own magic. Yeah. Yes, I'm getting the sense here that this rainbow bridge, it looks like what's on the other side is just this Queen of Arrows, the swan. Very haughty. Like, you're like, there's no fun there. That's not fun. That doesn't look fun at all. Is it really worth getting my feet wet to go talk to the swan? But it is, I promise you. Whatever it is, it is. Because behind that, there's these 3 birds having a great time. Great time. And there's an Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. There's opportunity for something to grow. There's a really good spark here. But something about your own prejudgment. That's gonna... The Muse is warning you not to judge the situation, to actually be brave enough to walk that rainbow bridge. At the end of the day, well, it's not gonna, you know, what's the worst that could happen? You're not gonna fall. You're not gonna fall. Trust it. Trust your own connection to the divine. Or the source, or whatever it is. How you get your power for your art. What you put into it. Alright, cards. So the 7 of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Mirror. The Hanged Man. The Journey, which is death. That's frustrating. Hearthfire, 8 of Wands. Something definitely ended. You've come up against this wall. This fox has his eyes closed. Knight of Wands. Have you just blindly tried to take it down? Charged ahead? Seven of Cups, mourning. Five of Cups, ecstasy. Which is normally regret. But in here it's about moving past regret. You came up against something that you couldn't defeat or achieve. Something didn't go the way you wanted it to, perhaps. A project, maybe. Or, you know, like sometimes I'll start a writing project and you end up in a dead end and you kind of just put it in a folder. Or you start a picture and it doesn't work out that well, or your cake flops. I mean, I don't know what it is you're working on, but I'm sure you can get the drift. Whatever it was, yeah, no, there was a block, a defeat. Doesn't look like you've lingered too long and sulking over it. You're desperately trying to figure out what happened, and that's what you're using your magic for at the moment. Instead of focusing your magic on this rainbow bridge, which you've conjured up yourself, this offer that looks too small and this person is too haughty and not, it's not what you usually go into. This is actually you've created an out for yourself, but you're not taking it. You're letting something about how you're seeing it. You've been trying to use your magic to try and figure out what happened here with the 7 wands, where you came up against the blockage. Something didn't go your way. You're not one to sulk. You like to move past things, and so you have, but I think you're trying to use your magic to try and figure out why it happened, what happened, what went wrong. But you shouldn't waste your time on that. Put it into this rainbow bridge. Then gonna do 3 cards and a bottom card, and then I'm gonna go to work. So what should the viewer do? I mean, it's kind of told you to walk this rainbow bridge. Rainbow. You know, I find a lisp very cute. I do love a lisp. Yeah. But I can imagine if you had one, it must be quite annoying. I don't know. I have one that comes out every now and again. Yeah. I think it's quite cute when kids say words wrong as well and change the meaning. Oh, that was the front door. Somebody put something in my mailbox. So what should the viewer do? What is it about your view of this thing that needs to change for you to accept that you've called this in, this rainbow bridge, this chance of something new, a project that will work? You're worried about something being judged. You're worried about judging, something judgy. Page of Cups. Look above. Yeah. And here's the Emperor offering, being... That's the moon, is it? 10, 5, 18. Here's the moon. 9 of Wands. Ah! Cards are going everywhere. Is it that one? No, the moon was behind that one. Right. Sorry, just mumbling to myself. Four of Swords. Okay. 2 of Swords. And then the Tower. Shit. Sorry, guys. The Emperor. So don't be afraid in the situation to, you don't have to be an emperor about anything, but just to be honest about what you have to offer the situation, maybe. Are you worried about that? I don't know. Something about how you view this offer, you don't like it. But it's telling you to take it. Look beyond what's at your feet. Yeah, the birds in the distance here, there's information you don't know everything. There's someone with you looking as well. Maybe you've been accepting things that aren't worth your time. I don't know. Maybe that's put you on a slightly defensive. I don't know. This Four of Swords always has this Four of Swords in this deck. This man is waking up in bed and there's like a ghost. So it's about resting, but also about getting in touch with your divine source, your ancestors, your guardians, whatever. Hundreds of different ways of describing. I mean, some people say aliens. Your higher self, whatever it is. There's something otherworldly that's not in this real 3D world that you need to reconnect with. You've been focusing too much on trying to figure something out here about what happened. It's a waste of your magical time. It's a waste of your energy and your time and your magic. And then here, the Two of Swords, which is indecision, but you need to make a decision. Yes, it will cause a tower. And be aware that making that decision will cause a tower. And it might be taking this or not taking it. I don't know how taking it won't cause a tower. Why would taking it cause a tower? Some foundation. Some decision. Or it's the indecision. I don't know if this rainbow bridge is the last thing that you've got going. Yeah, you're on the lookout for something, but you can't find it. But it's there at your feet. And if you dilly-dally, I actually feel like this is a message from your team around you, whatever you want to call that. It's telling you if you don't make a decision soon, it's going to cause a tower in your life. Something's going to come undone. You need to take this offer. Yeah. If you dilly-dally like this little kid in this picture, he has to strike that snake's head at the right time. Otherwise it's going to get gobbled up. Don't wait too long. The offer might go, you know. Universe got a funny sense of humor. It's going to go, well, I gave you this out and you're not taking it, and now you're even more depressed and this tower's happening, so I guess that's not what you want. Even though you called it in, you literally called this in. All right. So, last cards. One from here. Evil Eye. It's the Evil Eye. Lead with authority. Someone is thinking of you. All right, so there is. Do you feel alone? Do you feel like no one's thinking of you? Don't give up and open your heart. Ooh, I had real sad feeling then. Don't give up, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, keep going. Be mindful of what you call things in. Your own filters or ego can get in the way. Someone is thinking of you. I don't think that's in a mean way. I'm telling you that there are people on your side, maybe, or who are thinking of your art or what you do, with a good feeling. This Evil Eye is more about protecting yourself. I mean, I would always remind people to be careful what they do anyway. Messing around with things. No guarantee any of the information we have in this realm about magic or spirits or magical beings or any of that stuff, religion and gods and forces, that is accurate. They were written by humans. How can what a human rights be accurate? We can't. Yeah, something is telling you something as well. If you open your heart up, maybe you'll see this rainbow bridge better. Maybe you are closed off emotionally because of something that's happened here, where something ended. You got the Seven of Cups morning. All right, so last a little message. Because we had the Emperor showed up for a bit here. And it's saying lead with authority there. So, you know, go into the situation, give it the best you've got. You've got talent, skill, proven track record. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Today is a day of discovery. Look out for something new to learn. Maybe you don't know the full extent of everything in this little cup that looks tiny to you. It looks so small, like, oh. But it could grow into something great. So trust it. Anyway, that's the message today. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good time. If you enjoyed yourself, please do the thing. And thanks for listening. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.